Hey everyone, it's Brent, the Oregon Stacker Man. I wanted to do a quick live stream before my good friend JC Stacker goes live here in about 30 minutes. Hey, good to see you, MLZB. And you know what I want to talk about, guys? If you're not here in this live stream and you go back and watch this over the next month, or who knows, maybe it could be a year from now, and you're like, holy cow. What I'd like to talk about is when we watch as stackers in the United States, the gold and silver price, and you see these big fluctuations, right? You see silver go up to 26, it goes to 18. You watch gold go 2100 to where we're at now, like sub 1600. And there can be a lot of frustration, and so you hear that, people get upset. But honestly, guys, good to see you, Russell and Robert. What you need to sit back and think for a moment. Gold is doing exactly what it's supposed to do for you, which is straight up protection. And I tell this to people, and a lot of people go, "What the heck does he mean, man? I'm down 300 bucks an ounce protection." Yeah, man. Sit back and think about something for a moment. If you lived in Europe or you lived in the UK right now, and I told you, and I'm going to show you some graphs, that you could have 10,000 pounds in the bank, and in 1 year it's worth 7,000 pounds. Or you could have a 1 ounce gold Britannia, and in that same year, it's worth exactly that same amount of money. You didn't make any money, but it's worth that exact same amount of money. What would you do? And you all would say, obviously, I wouldn't want to lose money. I'd take the same amount of money. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened in Britain, the UK, and in the European Union. If you had the euro or the pound, you got hammered. Look at what's going on in the exchange markets. You saw the CMX, the currency exchange market, almost crash in Britain overnight, Sunday night going into Monday, right? And so the idea behind gold is it's protecting you against inflation. It's protecting you against those major currency fluctuations. Guys, we're just in the unfortunate spot right now today that we're in the currency that everyone wants to own. But 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, that may not be the case. We may be in the same spot where we're in a currency that nobody wants to own, right? We don't know. And that is my reasoning why you need to have some gold and silver is to protect yourself in times of uncertain times. We never know what happens in the world or in our lives. And so I'm sure the people that lived in the UK or the European Union thought their currencies were strong 5 years ago. They were a lot stronger than the US dollar. In fact, if you went to Britain even a year ago, I'm going to show you some graphs, you would get, if I went over there with a dollar, they'd have me 70 cents. I'm sure those people thought they were fine. I'm sure those people thought I have nothing to worry about, right? And then look what happened over the last year. Boom, 30% gone. You just never know, man. I guarantee you don't know. 95% of those people over there in Britain don't own precious metals. They obviously didn't know. You just don't know. Nobody has the magic answer. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just telling you, like MLZB said, why it's a good idea to have some what I call protection. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. So check out these graphs, guys. Let me show you something here. So, if you lived in the UK, look at this graph. We're going back 1 year, Jeff Davis. September 28th, 1 ounce of gold would be like 1,280 pounds. Look where it is today. Look what it is today, 1,530 pounds. So, what does that mean? That means gold did exactly what it was supposed to do. It protected them against the inflation. Gold doesn't care if they're in a pound, a euro, US dollar, a yuan, a Philippine peso. It doesn't care, man. And that's the whole idea here. You are protecting yourself against all this volatility. And you kept the same purchasing power. While everybody who just had fiat, you know, and we all have to have some fiat. I mean, we do. But instead of having maybe, I don't know, instead of maybe even having 30% in hard assets and hard metals, they got hammered. They literally lost 30% of their purchasing power in a year. It is insane how fast this can change. And so look at that graph, guys. That is over 1 year. And who would thought if you lived in the UK, because I've got some friends that live in the UK, Ireland over there. There's no way, no way, and I guarantee you, there's nobody in this stream, I'm pretty sure, that thought if I told you the US dollar could be almost at parity to the pound when it was at 70 cents the dollar a year ago, you would say, oh my God. Oh my God. And here we are today, man. Look at that graph. That is insane. Absolutely insane. And we've got some other graphs to look at. Um, I mean, look at this. Look at where it's at right now. This is the US dollar live to the Great British Pound. And if you go back, let's do 1 year. We were looking at the 1 year chart. Look at that. January. Dude, that's not even a year. January of this year in 2022, we would have got 73 cents on the dollar. Look at what happened with all the volatility over there. Look at that. They literally, it went from 72, 73 to almost 93 cents. And I just want to tell you guys, don't don't feel bad where things are at right now or where things may go. Because at the end of the day, and this is just my 2 cents, right? At the end of the day, what's going to end up happening? Things in the world are going to change. They're going to get better. And down the road, the Fed will reduce those interest rates. And the pound and the euro, I feel, eventually they will come back as things change in the economy and in the world over the next 5 to 10 years. And you'll see this gold and silver outperform for you. So, I mean, between now and wherever it goes down to, I'd be stacking it up and I'd be taking advantage. And that's all I'm trying to tell you guys. Take advantage of the dips. The U.S. dollar will not always be this strong. We're in unprecedented times, and I just wanted to show you guys these graphs because there's no way the citizens in those countries in the EU and in Britain thought this would happen to them. They literally lost close to 30% of their purchasing power in 1 year. That's incredible. I mean, that's insane. That is insane. So hopefully you guys watch this and I educated you a little bit about what's going on, some of these graphs. Stay positive. Good to see you, Sergeant. Good to see everyone. It's just crazy out there. You can lose 30% of your purchasing power in a year. And all you have to do is diversify, You don't, like I said, we all need some fiat. Even if things went bad, you need some fiat currency, right? You're going to need some fiat. But just have that protection. That's why it's good to have some hard metals, some gold and some silver to protect you in these unprecedented times. Yeah, there's dolls. I'll pull that graph back up before I go over to JC Stackers. But I mean, just look at this graph, man. And I've got some friends that live in the UK. Heck, you guys, we actually have a stacker in the community, Aloha Stacker. Some of you that have been around for a while, you guys remember Aloha Stacker. He moved to Spain. He used to be stationed over in Hawaii, and then he decided to move to Spain. I mean, here you go. At least he had some precious metals to protect him, right? I mean, the euro is actually not even as worth as much as the dollar. I mean, this is just it's incredible. I mean, you never know it can happen in the world, right? When we could be in the same boat where what if the US dollar lost 30% of its value in a year? There's going to be a lot of people wishing they had some gold and some silver to protect them from that hit. So, anyways, guys, enough of me yapping. I just wanted to show you some graphs, tell you to stay positive out there, tell you to keep stacking that gold and silver. One day it's going to pay off for you. I don't know when that magical day is, but it's there to protect you for times like this. You always have it in your back pocket. And with where the prices are at today, I would just say keep stacking that gold and silver, baby. Thank you so much, Matt. Hit the like button. You guys, I'm going to be heading over to JC Stacker. I just wanted to drop this quick video, show you kind of what's been on my mind, man. It's been on my mind all day. And I wanted to share this just to tell you guys, stay positive out there, keep stacking it, and you're doing the right thing. We're a small community, we're a small percentage. Not many people, at least that I know of, not many people have any kind of gold and silver. We are the small few who do, and we are protecting ourselves just like the people in the UK today probably wish they protect themselves. I mean, look at that graph. I think it says everything that needs to be said. So, big love to everyone. I'm going to be heading over to JC Stacker. I dropped the link. It's great to see everyone. Shout out to MLZB, Dolls, Dolly, Matt, Leslie, Sargent, Steve looking for silver, Jeff Davis, Great Scott. Shout out Miss Avilia, the amazing Avilia. Anyone I missed, thank you for being here. Thanks for the support. And Plumber Stacker, good to see you, my friend. Um, take this for what it's worth, guys. Share it with your friends and your family. Explain to them the importance of having some protection, having a little bit of gold and silver, right? Just a little bit. That's all we're trying to say. Have a little bit. Maybe starting out they do something slow. You want some protection though, because like I said at the start of this before I end, there's no way the people in Great Britain thought their currency would lose 30% of its value in a year. And if they had some gold and silver, it would have protected them from all that market volatility. So big love to everybody. Silverstruck, it's great to see you. I'm heading off to JC Stacker, everyone. Big hugs and love. I hope this video educates some folks out there and you find some helpful information. Take care, everyone.